Section 1. What if I told you that the difference between where you are right now and where you want to be starts at 5 a.m.? Not with your talent, not with your connections, not even with your money, but with what you do in the first hour after you open your eyes. The world's most successful people, billionaires, top CEOs, world-class athletes, they all have one thing in common. Their mornings look nothing like the average person's morning. And I'm not talking about waking up early just for the sake of it. I'm talking about a completely different mindset, a completely different set of habits, and a completely different relationship with time. Today, we are going to break it all down, side by side. Billionaires versus average people, what they do differently every single morning, and most importantly, what you can start doing tomorrow to close that gap. This is not about becoming a billionaire overnight. This is about adopting the mindset and the habits of people who have built extraordinary lives, and understanding that those habits are available to every single one of us. Welcome to Vibexa. Let's get into it. Section 2. Habit 1. Let's start from the very first moment of the day. The alarm goes off. Here is what the average person does. They hit snooze, maybe once, maybe 3 times. They lie in bed half asleep, scrolling through their phone, checking notifications, reading news, looking at other people's highlight reels on social media. By the time they actually get out of bed, 30 to 45 minutes have passed. They feel groggy, rushed, and already behind before the day has even started. And the first thing their brain consumed this morning was other people's content, other people's opinions, other people's lives. Now here is what billionaires do. They get up, and they get up with purpose. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, wakes up at 3:45 in the morning. Oprah Winfrey is up before 6 a.m. without an alarm. Richard Branson rises at 5:45 and immediately gets moving. These are not people who are wired differently than you. They have simply made a decision that their time, especially their morning time, is sacred. But here's the key difference that most people miss. It's not just about waking up early. It's about waking up intentionally. The average person lets the morning happen to them. Successful people happen to their morning. The moment your feet hit the floor, you are either in control of your day, or your day is in control of you. Section 3. Habit 2. This one habit alone could change your life. And yet almost nobody does it. The average person picks up their phone within the first 5 minutes of waking up. Studies show that over 80% of smartphone users check their phone before they even get out of bed. And what does that do to your brain? It immediately puts you in a reactive state. You see an email that stresses you out. You see news that upsets you. You see someone on Instagram living what looks like a perfect life, and suddenly you feel less than. Your brain, which was fresh and open just moments ago, is now flooded with anxiety, comparison, and distraction. Billionaires and top performers protect their mornings from their phones like it's their most valuable asset, because it is. Jack Dorsey, co-founder of Twitter, begins his morning with meditation before touching any device. Howard Schultz, founder of Starbucks, exercises first thing without any technology. Hal Elrod, author of The Miracle Morning, has written extensively about how the first thing you consume in the morning shapes your entire mental state for the day. The rule is simple. No phone for the first 30 minutes of your morning. Minimum. Use that time for yourself, for your mind, your body, and your intentions. The emails will still be there. The notifications will still be there. But that window of clarity and calm in the morning, once it's gone, it's gone. Let's talk about movement, because this is where the gap between billionaires and average people becomes very wide, very fast. The average person does not exercise in the morning. Many average people don't exercise consistently at all. They tell themselves they're too busy, too tired, they'll do it later, and later never comes. And so they sit at a desk for 8 to 10 hours, running on low energy, brain fog, and stress, wondering why they can't think clearly or stay motivated. Now look at what billionaires do. Mark Zuckerberg works out every morning and says it gives him a sense of structure. Richard Branson has said that his morning workout routine is responsible for doubling his productivity. Jeff Bezos prioritizes sleep and morning exercise above almost everything else on his schedule. Barack Obama, during his presidency, worked out for 45 minutes every single morning, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet, and he still made time to move his body. Why? Because they understand what the science clearly shows. Morning exercise floods your brain with dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine, the chemicals responsible for focus, motivation, and emotional stability. A person who exercises in the morning literally has better brain chemistry for the rest of the day than a person who doesn't. It is that simple. You don't need a gym membership. 10 to 20 minutes of movement, a walk, some push-ups, stretching, is enough to change your entire day. Here's one of the most striking differences between billionaires and the average person, and most people never talk about it. The average person wakes up and consumes entertainment. They watch videos, scroll through memes, listen to music, watch the news. Their morning content is designed to entertain, not to grow them. And there is nothing wrong with entertainment. But when it fills your most valuable hours of the day, it quietly keeps you average. Billionaires wake up and consume knowledge. Warren Buffett spends 5 to 6 hours a day reading, and he starts in the morning. Bill Gates reads 50 books a year and credits reading as the foundation of his success. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science by reading books. Oprah Winfrey has spoken endlessly about how reading and learning every morning transformed her mindset and her life. They treat their mind like an investment. Every morning, they deposit something valuable into it. A chapter of a book, a podcast from someone they admire, a lesson from their industry, or time spent journaling their thoughts and ideas. They are constantly growing, constantly learning, constantly expanding what they know and how they think. You have the same 24 hours as every billionaire on this planet. The question is, what are you feeding your mind in those hours? Replace 30 minutes of mindless scrolling with 30 minutes of reading or learning, and watch what happens to your thinking, your conversations, your ideas, and your ambitions over the next 6 months. Section 9. So here is my challenge to you. Tomorrow morning, pick just one habit from this list. Just one. Maybe it's putting your phone across the room tonight. Maybe it's setting your alarm 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it's committing to 10 minutes of movement. Maybe it's writing 3 things you're grateful for before you look at any screen. Start with one. Do it consistently. And then add another. This is how real change happens, not in dramatic overnight transformations, but in small, daily decisions that compound into an extraordinary life. If this video gave you something valuable today, please hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps this channel grow and reach more people who are ready to level up their lives. Tell me in the comments, which habit are you starting tomorrow? I want to know. I read every comment and I will reply. And if you're not subscribed to Vibexa yet, now is the time. Every week, we put out content on self-improvement, daily motivation, and building the mindset and habits of people who create extraordinary results. Hit subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss it. I'll see you in the next one. Protect your mornings. Invest in yourself. And remember, your daily habits are quietly building your future, one morning at a time.